G'day guys, Aussie FIFA HD here. Welcome back to episode number 15 of the Road to Glory / Goat to Glory on my channel. Up and running today on your screen is going to be the first 10 games of the FUT Champions Weekend League. Now lads, as you could probably tell from the title, we did a very good job in the first 10 games. You're going to see the first 10 games. You're going to see the first 10 wins of the FUT Champions Weekend League. That's right lads, we got 10 wins in our first 10 games of the FUT Champions Weekend League. Could we get top 100? That remains to be seen, and you guys will see that in tomorrow's episode. But lads, you'll see the gameplay here in this episode as well. I'm going to answer questions from 2 episodes ago because lads, I have not been uploading that much over the last couple of days, so I do apologise for that. But in this episode I will be answering the questions from the last 2 episodes, so thank you ever so much for the questions and comments in that video, and thank you ever so much for the support on those videos because they have been hitting 20 to 30 likes. From the bottom of my heart, lads, thank you ever so much. But to jump into the comments that you guys left as you see the gameplay play through, and I'm going to jump into episode number I'll go up to episode number 13 of the Road to Glory. So let's jump into that now, lads. And I'll be sure to, did I already answer those questions? I might just go for 2 videos ago. I'll go for episode number 14 of the Road to Glory. And I'll also answer the questions from the SBC video. That was yesterday's episode. So thank you very much for the support on that video. 20 likes on that one. So thank you very much for that, and 20 likes on this one as well, so thank you very much for that. I do repeat myself, but yeah, thank you ever so much for the support in that video. Once they load, I can then answer the questions. Okay, Connor DeVry says Wesley Schneidlin lol. I don't know what you're talking about there, my friend. I'm not 100% sure. That was a FUT Champions Weekend League. Oh, I must have packed him. I know. Yes, it probably was a little bit disappointing to get Wesley Sneijder in our Elite 3 rewards. A little bit disappointing, in fact. And yeah, indeed, when I went from 35 to Elite 3, it was just such a disappointing result because, you know, I had a 150,000 coin team in the first week and got 35 wins. The second week, I have a 1.5 million coin team, and I end up getting myself Elite 3, which is very disappointing in my opinion. However, this weekend, lads, we started off very, very well. So thank you very much for the comment there, Wesley Schneidlin. Not Wesley Schneidlin, Connor. I'm calling you Wesley. Well, I'm an idiot. Master Oz says, unlucky I got Adam Lallana out of my pack. Since EA have adapted the 3 strikes and you're out rule bans, do you know if bans apply over different FIFAs? And I do think they do, my friend, because obviously last year we had our Road to Glory account. It was very, very disappointing because we were in the running for top 100 monthly. You know, we got top 100 twice in that month. We got 38 wins consecutively. I then got 36 wins, and then I decided to transfer my friend 50,000 coins. Very, very disappointing that I did that. You know, it was my own mistake, but EA are a little bit harsh in my opinion to ban people like that. But on that 4th week, I got banned. I couldn't get my account back. I then go to try to log on to the same account in FIFA 18. It doesn't let me. So I think the answer to your question there, Master Oz, is no, which is an unfortunate statement there because generally, you know, you would expect EA not to do much, not to really be that harsh on that. But they are, so they can't do much about that. However, lads, Mr. Lockie Gray says ha 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 because of how bad my rewards were. No, you don't have to ha ha me. I know how bad they were. Thank you for the comment, Lockie Gray, though. Thank you very much. Rahoa says unlucky, buddy. Well, thank you very much, Rahoa. I do really appreciate it. Will McKenzie says hashtag bring back the Peterborough United badge. I guess you are a Peterborough fan, and obviously in our old RTG, the one that we had to create after getting banned on our old, or our main account last year, you obviously saw that I was wearing the Peterborough badge because that's what it actually came with on the new account. So I'm sorry, I won't be bringing back that badge. I am a Liverpool fan, so I do apologise for that, Will McKenzie, but thank you very much for the comment, and thank you very much for the support, my friend. It is much appreciated. Darty Frank says, love the videos, keep it up. Do you have any tips for a player like me who consistently gets gold but is trying to push for elite? Well, I've got a lot to say about this comment. Obviously, you know, that was my same issue, FIFA 17, because obviously you guys would know, if you've been here from the start of the RTG, we had an issue. We had an issue where basically we could only get gold 2 and gold 1, and I really wanted to delete because I really wanted to try and get one of those 3 inform packs. And obviously, lads, we are dominating in Foot Champs now. We have improved our gameplay. We got top 100 last year, which just goes to show how much we have indeed improved over the last year. But, lads, what I did, there's a lot of things I did. First of all, everyone says it, you've got to practice. Practice makes perfect. Everyone says that, lads. It's the 100% answer. It's the 100% true answer. When you practice, you get better at things. You obviously dominate in things. So, I will say practice a lot more, my friend. However, there are more to it, to actually getting elite. You want to push to that stage. I would say also getting a new team. If you're not liking the team that you have, rebuild a team. Build meta players. Build a team that has meta, strikers such as Martial, such as Son, such as Gabriel Jesus, such as Ousmane Dembele from Barcelona. Use those overpowered players to then get those overpowered, finishes. If you use those overpowered players and you don't, or compared to maybe Giroud, compared to maybe who else, Adarice, they might suit your style of play where you cross it in and they header it in. But I'm just going to say, if you really do want to dominate, you got to pick those overpowered players. It's everyone should really do that. I must admit, I picked the overpowered players. I picked Ousmane Dembele, I picked Gabriel Jesus, I picked all the overpowered players in the first week of FIFA because I knew they would work. Bellerin, who else? I used Menelas. I used who else? Umtiti. Just very overpowered players that work in this game. I would also say if you want to push for elite and you want to get better at the game, you need to verse professional FIFA players. Now, I know it sometimes can be hard to to play them. It was when I first started off. It was a little bit hard for me to start playing pros, obviously because, I was a small YouTuber, no one had heard of me, not many people have heard of me now anyway, but a lot of the pros, a lot of the Australian pros, they know who I am, so I can hit them up on Twitter these days, and like, can I please have a few games, can I practice with you? They say, yeah, sure, I'll do that for you, man, and we have a few games, I can practice. I know that's hard for you, but if you can, get yourself a good FIFA player and continually verse players that are better than you, because what you will do, even if you get pumped 5-0, you will learn what they're doing. You will learn what you're doing wrong and make sure you record the game and watch it back. That's a very important thing as well. If you watch the game back and you record the gameplay, you can see where you gave up a pass and thought, that was stupid. You can see where you did a silly skill move that doesn't work. And then you will realise, wow, if I hadn't have given up the ball there, maybe I would have scored and maybe he wouldn't have scored. It's a very important thing also to record your gameplay, and play pros. Those are the 2 main things, in my opinion, that would help you. Watching pros play, Champions Channel, I think is a fantastic idea that EA brought in. Champions Channel, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I've used it a lot this year to check out how people are playing, to check out the results of some games. I think it's a fantastic addition to the game. Now, if you want to see how good players play, go onto the Champions Channel and go on there and watch them play. You will see what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, how they're scoring their goals, what players they're using, etc. It's a very, very good way of adapting your gameplay. So that's a few tips there, man. There's a lot to it, but I would say those are the main ones in my opinion. Right. We got a lot of comments, man. We got a lot of comments. CFC RMFC says, unlucky, bro. You didn't pack much now, but I guarantee that you will. Sorry, I gotta reread this. Unlucky, bro. You didn't pack much now, but I guarantee that you will back. Okay, you meant to say pack. A big player throughout the year. Well, thank you very much for the kind words, CFC RMFC. You are right, my friend. The pack luck will come. It took me all the way up to Team of the Season last year to get into my good pack luck. Obviously, we packed Team of the Season Dybala worth 1 million coins. That was absolutely amazing. We were able to build our super team, which then later on got banned. So and so on. But, yeah, you are right. Our luck will come. Hopefully, we can get top 100 this year. I've come close. I might get it this week as well. I can't wait to show you guys the finish. But Elite Vipers says your kids. Your vids are amazing and you deserve loads of subs. I wish I could give you all my subs to you. Your videos are also helpful and very fun for me to watch. Please never stop and keep it up. Well, thank you very much, Elite Pers. I do appreciate it, my friend, for the kind words. It is much appreciated, lads. I forgot to mention, if you want me to answer your comments and questions, chuck them down below and I'll be sure to answer them in the next episode. Hazard24 Football says 20th like. Thank you very much, my friend, for being the 20th like. It is much appreciated. I don't know what's wrong with me today. King Carl Os Pro sit says sub to me and I will sub to you. I do apologise, my friend. I do not do subs for subs. But lads, that is the end of the comments there. You will see we come up against Chippy 310 something. He had Mane, Kane, Rashford, Dembele, Herrera, and Big Boy Wanyama in the midfield sitting position. But lads, you will see we sort of went down a few games in these beginning 10. We did bounce back, obviously. We did indeed get 10-0, as I told you at the start, but this was a lovely play from my opponent. A lovely ball into Lukaku. A very AIDS goal. He did block it, but it made it 1-0 in the 13th minute. But lads, we were quick to bounce back. In the 17th minute, I changed to the 3 at the back formation. A very, very overpowered formation for getting back into games if you want to score a quick goal to get back into it. 76th minute, it was the right decision, lads, you'll see. I come through with Willian, playing the 1-2, he drives it forward, lads. I then go for a pass in the middle, it gets a little bit of a deflection. Now that was a little bit lucky, but Lukaku of all players, the left back, scores the tying goal. 81st minute, 1-1. Could we score the winner? In the 90th, Rashford holds it up into Bellerin. Bellerin pushes forward. I then see Rashford once again, plays the 1-2 with Hullet into Martial, waiting for the run of Rashford. Rashford goes through, lads, and scores the winning goal in the 87th minute. 2-1, lads. And I'm telling you, pushing for that, pushing for that win with the 3-back formation really did help me in that game. He was playing. In fact, look at the save there. I was very lucky to keep it up, but you will see he hit the bar as well. But when you're in a game, that's another thing. If you want to win more games, just think of the logic thing to do. If you're behind, don't stick to a defensive formation like the 4-2-3-1, which is what I use. Go attacking. Go into that 3 at the back formation. Go and try and push for that win. And I'll tell you, lads, when I did indeed get back the lead, I didn't switch back to the 4-2-3-1. I stayed at that 3 at the back formation because I wanted to put pressure on my opponent. I knew he just conceded a little bit of an AIDS goal. It was an alright goal. I did deserve it. I pushed forward every single time. I had a few shots. But lads, we did indeed get the win because we pushed for that win with the 3 at the back formation. So that's another thing that you guys can sort of look for in the Foot Champions Weekend League. Try and do as best as you can by pushing for that best result by changing formations and analysing what your opponent's doing. Class on Grass was our next opponent. Bale, Gamero, Martial, Herrera, Isco, Kante, Azpilicueta, Big Boy Jordi Alba. Now, he's a very good left back this year. I used him in my squad just a few weeks ago. Very, very solid left back. We started off well, though, lads. A miss there with Rashford, or Martial, I do believe. However, we bounced back. I whip it in, and then Big Boy David Luiz was able to hit it, but he gets blocked. A little bit unlucky, but I get the rebound, lads. First goal in the 6th minute. Nice start there, lads. However, you'll see I push it forward. A nice ball into Willian. Willian drives it forward into Hullet's feet. He's so powerful this year. Martial with the pace. Martial going through and finishes that into the far corner. What a goal. 2-0, 20th minute. At this point, my opponent just cannot come back. Although I did make a mistake this week where I did get one loss and my opponent came back from 4-1 down. What am I doing to myself? Rashford into Martial. A lovely scoop 10, lads. Fake shots there and into Rashford's feet. A lovely goal. I must admit myself. 39th minute, 3-0. A lovely goal. A lovely scoop turn. A lovely stop. And a lovely ball into Rashford's feet, who did make it 3-0 in the 39th minute. Not too bad at all, lads. I was very happy with that goal there. Golan, though, he does indeed miss the interception, which is a little bit disappointing. Bale makes it 3-1 in the 46th minute. Now, we're thinking, he can't come back. Well, you might be wrong. He pushes forward. Jordi Alba into Bale's feet. Gamero holds it up. Gamero 1-2 with Kante. Into Isco. Into Martial. Back to Isco. Into Gamero. A lovely goal. I can't really sort of complain. It was a nice goal. I couldn't defend it. Lovely goal. 3-2. But Hullet of all people, pushes forward into Martial. I see him closing in. Saw him with that stopper turn into Hullet. What a goal, lads. What a goal. This guy has saved me throughout this weekend league. A lovely goal. Hullet is such a good player. I can't wait to buy his 83, or not 83, but his 93 rated icon card, as it will be a fantastic card. And obviously it's an SBC, it's an untradeable one, but I can't wait to use it. I cannot wait, lads, and I'm hoping EA can bring it out sometime soon so I can try and complete this Hullet card. I can't wait. I really do want to complete it. I will sell a Hullet to complete it as well, so hopefully we can indeed do it. But lads, we come up against an opponent in our 10th and final game. Hazard. See, why did I think that was Sinclair? Jesus. Willian. Can't say. De Bruyne. Herrera. Koscielny. Bailly. Aurier. And indeed, Danny Rose. This is going to be a shit video. I don't know why. I'm just so tired at the moment. I can't even speak properly. He lovely ball into... He makes it 1-0, lads. I do apologise. This is going to be a shit video today. I'm just so tired. I can't speak today. Into Lukaku. Lukaku holds it up. Lovely outside the line play. Into Hullet. This is why you pay 1.2 million coins of this man. What a man he is. A lovely finesse into the top corner as he given the Matuidi celebration. I love that celebration. I've been using it throughout the weekend league. I've been loving it. It's almost like the new dab in my opinion, because when people do it to me, I get very annoyed. But I did indeed show the replay. This is top bins. Look at that. Look at that. You couldn't put anything into the corner and it would miss it. It would indeed get it because of how top corner that was. Lovely goal. And Roland 1-2 into Martial's feet. Holds it up. Sees the runner Hullet and makes it 2-1 in the 51st minute. A lovely goal. If I don't say so myself. Hullet makes it 2-1. The saviour of this game. And I'll tell you what, he is worth 1.2 million coins. Hullet pushing forward. Makante. He does intercept with Hullet though. Martial holds it up into Hullet's feet. Once again, he's the difference, lads. He is the difference. 3-1, 61st minute. What a lovely goal this was. Cannot complain. Not, absolutely not, lads. 3-1, 64th minute. We get ourselves a corner. Willian whips it in. David Luiz, lovely header, lads. 4-1, absolutely no chance of my opponent coming back. As you see, it indeed does pause it as a given dab. Number 4. And that's it for the games, lad. 10 games, 10 wins. Lovely, lovely finish in our first 10 games. Could we get top 100? That's a question to remain unanswered for you guys until tomorrow's episode. I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this episode. Can we smash 20 likes on this episode? That would be absolutely amazing. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And thank you ever so much for the support in the previous episode. This is going to be a shit video. I'm tired. I can't speak at the moment, so I do apologise. But that will be it for me. I hope you enjoy your day. Have a good one. And peace.